Okay guys, I got another project. I'm working on my AR-15 today. What I got is a custom build that I put together myself. And when I built this, I put on a quad rail. So today I'm changing it over to a different handguard. This is the handguard. I think it's 13-inch. Thin. It's a thin handguard. It's a really inexpensive one. It's made by OHunt. Made in China, of course. It's I can't remember exactly. It's probably about $30 or $40 shipped. And it's one of them skeletonized handguards. It's got Picatinny rail on the front and the back, and then nothing in between, which is exactly what I was looking for. Nice thin handguard. It'll be a lot more slim and lightweight than what's on there. Plus, it'll extend out over the barrel some more. And it's the m-lok style handguard. Okay, so I also got a sling mount that's m-lok to so I can put it. See how I have my sling mounted right on the quad rail here. Well, I'm going to do the same thing. I got a m-lok sling mount. It's going to be mounted right on the handguard like that. And I'll probably put I've got some Magpul sights, some flip-up sights. I'm going to put the Magpul sights on the front here, just like I have it here, maybe further out. So I'm going to make a little video on installing this, and I'll let you know what I think of it when it's all done. I like the look of it. It's got a real thin profile, and it's not real heavy like a quad rail is. I mean, this is a pretty short quad rail on there, but this will be kind of like a modern update for my rifle. Alright guys, I'm going to get going on this. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take off the front sight. It's got this is a Magpul sight. It's got a screw in front here. I'm going to pull this out. And the nut on the back. And slide that off. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is take the quad rail off by loosening these Allen bolts here. I've already got a low profile gas block, and I'm hoping that clears. It should clear the new handguard without a problem. There we go. That's the top piece. And bottom. Click it a bit. There we go. Got my quad rail off. Okay, I'm going to use my AR-15 wrench to loosen this up. This muzzle device. Okay, next you want to find the right size Allen wrench and loosen the two screws on the bottom of your gas block. And then you want to slide your gas block off. So, and my gas tube is coming with it. Okay, I'm running into a little problem here. There's this little washer. I'm not sure if that's a washer or a crush sleeve that comes with your muzzle device. That does not want to go over to threads. I can't get the gas block off. Oh, the gas block is pinned. So you can see there's a pin right there. So you could slide your whole gas block pin and all off at the same time. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of wood and I'm going to smack it with a hammer. Hopefully that'll come off without damaging these threads on the barrel. Okay, I hit it a couple times. That seems to be working. It's just about off of there. There it goes. Just went flying. That's part of the quad rail. This ring here. Okay, the next thing you're going to want to do is remove your upper from your lower. Just pull out your takedown pins. And that's it. Take your upper off. Okay, next you're going to want to have a vise block and clamp your upper into that vise block so you can loosen that barrel nut. Okay, I'm going to use my armor's tool, AR-15 tool, to get my barrel nut off here. And I've got a kind of a dead blow hammer to help me, since I'm pretty sure this barrel nut is really tight. So we're going to fit this end here into the barrel nut. And I'm going to push on that. I'm going to hit it. Oops. So, take the barrel nut off. Spring, your handguard delta ring, and the spring, and then there's a lock ring, which I loosened the lock ring from behind there earlier so I could more easily fit the wrench into the barrel nut like that. It's just easier without that spring pushing on it. Okay, so next we're going to install our new barrel nut. Okay, so the handguard comes with this new barrel nut. It's knurled for the handguard to clamp onto. And just like that. And then it also comes with some shims in here and a wrench to tighten these Allen screws there. And the shims are going to help you if you have a problem lining up your gas block with one of the holes. Okay, I'm just doing a test fit right now with the handguard. I've got the barrel nut just kind of hand tightened on there. And you can see, I haven't torqued it yet, but it probably will line up. See the Picatinny rail on the receiver and the Picatinny here are not quite lined up yet. Let's zoom in on that. See that right there? Okay, so, and also there's a space, a little bit of space right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the two washers provided, and that'll push the barrel nut out a little farther. And that way right now the rail, this rail is hitting that rail, so I can't push the handguard on all the way onto the nut. So I'm going to use these washers to space it out a little farther. So I'm just going to go ahead and use both washers on there, a barrel nut. Hand tighten it. That'll place the nut back farther away from the receiver a little more. Let's see how this turns out here. So that's how much I need to tighten the barrel nut. Just that amount there. And it looks like we've got good engagement now. So I just need to tighten the barrel nut a little bit more. I'm going to use my torque wrench. And everything should line up then. Okay, I'm running into a problem where the armor's tool I have will not fit over the nuts. Okay guys, I had to do quite a bit of grinding inside my tool to get this nut to fit in there, but I got it done. Let's see, fits in there now. Okay, I got my wrench on there, and what I'm going to do is I got my torque wrench set to 30. We're going to start out at 30 and work our way up till everything gets lined up properly. Okay, there's 30. I'm going to check the fit on the handguard right there. See if everything lines up. Could go a little further. Alright, I got my torque wrench set to 40 this time. I'll try it again. Okay, that moved a bit more. Let's see how the handguard fits down. Everything's lining up. It's a little bit too tight, so it turned a slight amount more than I needed it to. Let's see how the Picatinny rail's not quite lined up. Needs to go back the other way a little bit. That way. Hopefully the lighting's not real good here. Let's see if I can turn this bench glass here. See how we're not quite lined up right here. Okay guys, I got the barrel nut on where I wanted it. I ended up using both shims that come with it. What I ended up doing was I had to tighten it, loosen it a little bit, retighten it, and everything lined up good then. And I was able to get the torque to about 35-40 foot-pounds. So everything should be good there. So next, and I'd highly recommend getting some ice blocks to do that. Tighten that barrel nut. So next thing you're going to need to do, once you got your barrel nut tightened and everything lined up good, is put your gas block and gas tube back on. That's right there. See how easy that slid right in there. So then you get your proper size of the Allen wrench, which I think it's a small one here. Tighten those. There we go. Tighten it to Allen screws on the bottom of your low profile gas block. Right a little bit. Get those nice and snugged. And then come back and put your handguard on. So, the low profile gas block that I have on there clears the handguard perfectly. So does the gas tube. You have no clearance issues at all. And it slides right on there. See how the rails match up nicely. So that's what you need. That's why you need to get your shims properly put in there. You know, proper amount of shims put in and torqued properly. Then everything will line up nice, just like that. So what I need to do now is take all these screws out. And get some kind of blue thread locker. Okay, so the fit of the handguard, take a look. I've got both shims, and you see the little air gap right here, because I used 2 shims, but in my case that's just what I had to do to get everything to line up properly. And just take a look here, the low profile gas block, everything clears. There's a lot of room around it there. And on the front end here, it centers up good. The clearances are all nice and centered. I like this particular handguard because it doesn't have a full Picatinny rail. It's got a good look. It's ventilated at the top here, and you've got something for a front sight, and then extended, you know, Picatinny at the back here. Just extends what's on the receiver. So it's got a real nice look to it. Real lightweight, clean. Looks a lot better than the old quad rail that was on there. Gives it kind of a modern update look. So I'm going to finish putting this all back together. Next, I'm going to put my muzzle device on. And I noticed this is a crush washer. Had a little problem getting it off. But we have to kind of turn it to get back on, because when I threw it on a muzzle device, it crushed that washer down a little bit, so it's a little distorted. So, but it'll take a little work, but I'll get it back on there so I don't have to buy another part. It didn't damage the threads at all. Pulling it off of there. Okay, so put it all back on there. Put your muzzle device on. This is where your armor's wrench comes in. You can retighten that on. Alright. And just a matter of putting the pins in now. Attaching the upper and lower. Okay. There we go. Let's get a look at it with the new handguard. I really like the looks of it. This one is the 13 or 13 and a half inch handguard by OHunt. It's one of the lowest price skeletonized handguards you can buy. And I think it has a really nice look to it. So there you go, guys. There's the installation. If you need to, if you're thinking about getting one of these, it didn't take too long. Maybe it'll take you an hour or two to put it on. Get your old handguard off. But I like the look. It gives it a more modern, up-to-date look to it. All right. Take care, guys.